Hi, guys. Good morning. I am doing a reading that's been a bit difficult, I admit. Sometimes when I read on certain cases, and I know that other readers have this issue, the reading will be choppy as heck, and it can be really hard to see kind of a cohesiveness to it. It's like, okay, these two cards are telling me a bit of information, but then the next two and the next are just kind of like, what? And sometimes it's like that, and then you try back later, and then it's tight as heck, and it's boom, boom, boom. I think that certain situations can be just so chaotic that when you're first reading them, it's hard to make heads or tails without context, sometimes even with context, what these are, what these cards are trying to say. Maybe they're just filler in between the next two that you do understand. I don't know. I've been reading the cards since I was 18, and I am now 56, so I've seen a lot of strange things when I read the cards that I'm not even still fully sure why it happens. But anyway, we want to look at the case of Jay Slater. He's 19. He's gone missing in Tenerife. And it's a strange case. He had gone to a music festival, missed a bus, and was going to have to apparently walk 11 hours back toward where, I guess, civilization, place to stay. And there was last information that they got from him was a strange Snapchat that shows a man's hands, and he's smoking a cigarette, and you can see his feet, and it looks like it's on his step, and the feeling is maybe a residence of some kind. But you definitely get the feeling that it is not Jay. It is not 19-year-old Jay that picture was of. So his family feel like somebody could have interfered with him as he was trying to make his way back, possibly kidnapped him. So I want to take a look and see, has Jay been kidnapped? He's British. He's from Lancashire, I believe. And this poor young man trying to go to a music festival and have fun, and I don't know. It's why you really need to stay together when you go with friends, because he was with other people, but I don't know what the story is, how he missed the bus. Okay, so let's see if I can pick up on Jay Slater. What is the story with Jay Slater? I'm going to ask my spiritual mentors and guides. Is Jay still with us? With all due respect. And we offer a prayer for his family and loved ones. Oh my God, I hope he comes home safe and sound. I really do. As a mom, it makes me sick. Just a kid. Okay, what do we need to know about Jay Slater and his disappearance? Let's see what we get. We're getting the High Priestess and the Two of Swords, the Six of Wands, and a Queen of Pentacles. Well, there is going to be some sort of accomplishment for a feminine figure in his case. Some kind of an achievement that she's that people acknowledge. It could also be someone that's where there's attention that's being brought to. Now, I don't know if that's the friend of his that he last spoke to. It's trying to get him help. Forgive me for blanking on her name, but it feels like there is stuff with the High Priestess and the Two of Swords that is not clear, that is not, the people aren't facts that people are not aware of. And no kidding, there's a lot of stuff that's missing. There's also something that is not being shared. It feels like this information is just sitting there. And I don't know if someone's just not thought that it was important, or if they're deliberately not saying something, but we're shown information that people don't know about. And it is concealed in some way at this time. But I do see a woman being somehow successful. Now, that could be the mother in maybe pursuing and not letting go. Of course she wouldn't, because it's her child. But I see somebody getting some results. However, there's a lot of hidden facts in this case that have yet to come out. And they will come out with the Ace of Swords. And I keep getting this card off camera for this case, the Five of Swords. There has been some kind of act of cruelty, to be honest. It's just unkind and unnecessary. And somebody that likes to take advantage, they see that there's an opportunity, that someone else is in a bit of a situation, like these people in the the background. He's in the foreground here. This person that's taken someone else's weapons to protect themselves and left them vulnerable. So I don't like that. But I do like the fact that I have been getting cards that there will be answers coming on this case, with the Sun. Now, that was with an off-camera reading, and now with the Ace of Swords and that Five of Swords. There is somebody involved that's not a nice person. The King of Swords here and the Queen of Wands, male and a female adult. They could be authorities. There's some sort of watchfulness connected to them. Maybe they're being watched or will be being watched. And there is action taken. It could also be this Page of Swords is somebody that spots someone and comes forward with information. Maybe an adult male and female. Their information may be particularly beneficial. It could also be, if they're connected to investigation, that there's information with that page, or they spot something, they see something, and they take action with that Knight of Wands, and quickly. Now we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have Justice coming in. I keep getting Justice. So the law is going to be, and we know that they're already involved in this case, but they're going to, continue to be. It's a roller coaster. This case is going to be up and down. There's also some very potentially unstable people here. That are chaotic. And that have made this situation weird. With that, because I just keep getting a choppiness to his case. The cards that that are blocked, and a lot of like the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. It's frustrating, but I do believe that law enforcement is going to crack it. And I do see there is just waiting for an opportunity with the Three of Wands, using some foresight, and it comes around to the Nine of Wands. This is a real challenging effort. And it concerns me that this person okay, I'm getting the person's unstable, as I've said, that I feel does have a connection to his disappearance. And I'm getting that again here with this Nine of Wands and the bandage around the head. It just makes me feel that I think authorities might get like a name or something that's tipped off to them, and they are just waiting for an opportune moment to spot this person, to find I feel like they will be on the lookout for someone. But this person's, I think, disturbed. I'm just getting different hits, so you have to be patient with me. I go a lot slower. I'm not one of those people that just, does readings and they just keep shuffling the cards. Now, everybody does it different, but I like to take my time. I'm not here to in a race. I want to think about what I'm being shown. The Page of Wands and the Magician. So, yeah, I feel like somebody's feeling like this is some kind of game. And I think it's the person that's not very stable that's responsible for his situation. And someone's definitely manipulating this situation and taking a certain degree of, I think, enjoyment in getting into this activity, doing whatever it is they're doing, of just trying to mislead, throw red herrings or whatever. Yeah. Oh. Okay, then we get the Ten of Swords and the Page of Cups. Eight of Wands. Well, some really big challenges are going to be overcome. And I'm hopeful that this card means that this person comes through this and they were just a bit naive. I do get naivete when it comes to this 19-year-old kid with the Fool and stuff in other readings, but this could also be a difficult ending. Where there's going to be a shift in the energy, but what is that? Again, something about someone being, suffering maybe through being very too trusting or naive. I don't get any cards that show me so far yet of a passing. At this time, what it seems to be focusing is on instability, various people involved, And I think one in particular that's responsible, that's unstable, got a mean streak, and I think the youth of this 19-year-old shows vulnerability, and hopefully he will be able to come through this. You know, this is something that people are going to be putting their effort into for sure. And I do think at the end of the day, with the Chariot and Judgment, they will find out what's happened. I feel like someone offered him help, but they have dark fantasy. They have dark notions. There's ideas that come into their mind of what could I get away with? It almost feels like that. The Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Kind of new relationship. Or a beginning. There's going to be a change. More information, I think, is going to come out that is very helpful, I think, from friends. It's like pieces, though, with this Page of Pentacles. It's studious card, but it feels like it's a small piece of information, but that sets the Wheel of Fortune moving in a direction of change. It looks like there's, frankly, kind of going to continue to spin their wheels a bit with this, but then they're going to start getting some real information and getting traction on this case. I just see like somebody that's unkind, I think, that has hold of him. I'm not getting death. I'm not getting cards that make me feel like, ooh, but I do feel like it's a unpleasant, difficult, traumatic experience with the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Wands, where there could be more injury. There could be like assault of some kind. So let me just ask one more time. Is Jay being held against his will? Is Jay Slater, is he being held against his will by somebody or various persons? Is Jay Slater being held against his will? I do think so. This is a yes card with the Knight of Swords and the Tower. So this is unexpected. Happens very quickly. There is resistance or fighting with the Five of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Someone trying to take something off this kid that's valuable? Or he is struggling to maintain. We do have a King of Wands and the Ten of Wands. This is someone that's very oppressed, or this can be someone that's an oppressor. Again, I feel like he is around a male. That is not the kind of person you want to be around. There is a walking away card with the 8 of Cups. Maybe unable to walk away, maybe unable to free himself or walk away from this person that's, I think that the family could be right, that's got him. That is, I'm kind of surprised I haven't gotten the 8 of Swords. I do. This is weird. I'm getting pairs of numbers here. Now we get 2 9s, but we get the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. It feels like there is a financial element, or some sort of someone is trying to get money. Maybe they're thinking that they could kidnap and demand money, or a bit of money or something. But I feel like someone's got a financial issue that they're wanting to exploit. Or rather, get what they can for. Because this just makes me feel like they're doing something with the hope of obtaining a large amount of money and living a good life. But they're in a hard position with the 9 of Wands. It's kind of like between, potentially being between a rock and a hard place. It can also indicate someone that's, in this case, I'm going to say a little off. And we did get in cards of like, this person doesn't have a great grasp on reality. I feel like they've got some fantastic ideas about things. And when I say that, I don't mean like, hey, it's fantastic, but I mean more like fantasy based. They're kind of out there. I think there will be a reunion. I think of some, and this leads me to be hopeful that it will be one where it isn't a recovery. This looks into the future with the 2 of Wands, and we get the 4 of Wands, which is often home, family, reunion, happy things, and connectivity with others, and a celebration. So, but in the future. So that's hopeful. The King of Cups and the King of Swords. I keep getting King of Swords in his case. And then the 4 of Swords, there's healing. And pulling back. And there's the Queen of Wands. Could be one of his female friends. Pulling back to heal. Could be his mother, could be family here. But I'm getting 3 people, 2 men and a woman, or 2 males and a woman. And the card that's connecting them is one of seeking peace and healing. And it's going to be like long term. Because it's a form of, I believe, a form of trauma. So we'll leave it there. And I do think it looks hopeful, but it looks like this person, like Jay's been through some stuff. And I do think there is someone that is not a well person connected to his disappearance. Okay, so this is interesting. Again, I'm getting more than one person here, and the Sun. Again, something is going to be exposed. Something is going to come out that has been hidden and was not known before. And it could have to do with more than one person, or is it more than one person that is at work that brings out information? Like the information comes through the efforts of a group of people. So let's just keep that in mind. I do think that there will be a reunion with his family. So it looks like he's going to be found, but it looks rough. It does look rough. And there's some shady stuff here. The moon, this is like a plan. There's some trying to cover things up with that moon and that Seven of Pentacles. Somebody trying to suss out how to keep something or how to keep details quiet. And it's like, it's not going to happen. That sun, no, look, justice is here. And things move then from all that chaotic energy to calmer, clearer, sensible stuff. So I think there's going to be some fantastic, again, crazy, unusual information coming out about this case. It's going to clarify things, but it's on the horizon yet. And I did get what I thought was a hopeful card of reunion, and it looked happy. It didn't look like recovery, sad times. So I'm just going to leave that there, and you all can let me know what you think. And if you haven't read up on the case, go ahead. It's kind of interesting. I will try to put some links down in the description box so that you can read on it and see what you think. All right, our prayers up for Jay. God bless him, and may he be safely returned home and heal from the ordeal, and so any of his loved ones, and we pray for his safety. All right. If you appreciate readings like this, please do give me a thumbs up and help my algorithm. I pray that you're having a wonderful day, and if you're not, just know that, it's not forever, and this too shall pass. Somebody, I'm sure, needed to hear that. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and thanks for subscribing.